Hey, good evening. Mike Weiner at 9 Sequoia Court. Imagine that your child comes home from school and tells you that they didn't do well on a classroom assessment. So you reach out to the teacher about the assessment and ask that they send it home so you can review it with your child. And they tell you no. Okay? They won't send it home. And if you want to review it, you have to make an appointment to come into the school district to review it with the teacher. How would that sit with any of you? I ask because that's exactly what I'm going through in Monroe Township School District right now, this school year. This has not only been with my daughter's language arts teacher, Mrs. Avant, but also with the language arts supervisor and with the administration at the middle school. They repeatedly denied me the opportunity to help my own child with her academic progress by refusing to return completed and graded work for review. I know this sounds ridiculous, but this is actually what I've experienced this year. The assignments I'm referring to were essay-based assignments where students had to read a text, complete a series of multiple choice questions, and then in a second class session, complete a writing piece using the text as the basis for the writing. In multiple instances, my child didn't do as well as I would have liked on the multiple choice portion. The first time this happened, I reached out to the teacher that day that the reading and the multiple choice was completed and put in the grade book to see if it would be possible to get the text that night so I could review them with my daughter before she took the essay portion the following day. I was told no. In this instance, I wasn't really surprised because I could see how reviewing the test with her before the essay portion of the assignment might be viewed as an unfair advantage. But on the other hand, I didn't feel it was fair that she had already been given a negative grade for the multiple choice that reflected she struggled to understand the text, but then was going to be required to write a narrative piece worth 100 points that was based on a text she clearly didn't understand. I then reached out to the teacher after the assignment had been graded and posted and was still told that if I wanted to review the assignment, I would have to make an appointment to come into the building to do so, which still doesn't give me an opportunity to review the work with my daughter. I followed up with the language arts supervisor and the administration at the middle school who supported this. In another instance, which occurred just last week, despite the situation being exactly the same, I didn't reach out until the grade was posted for both the multiple choice and the written portion, and was again told that if I wanted to review the assignment, I'd have to make an appointment to come in and meet the teacher. This is just simply unacceptable. It's just unacceptable. Maybe if we were talking about a state test, I would understand this position, but to me, there's no reasonable explanation of why a basic classroom assignment can't be sent home to a parent to review it with their student. Does this school district really expect me to take time from work to come in and look at a simple assignment? That's ridiculous. It should be duly noted that while I understand this to be the case, I also understand, on top of this, to my knowledge, these assignments were never returned. They weren't ever given back to the students, and they were never reviewed, okay? So basically, my daughter struggled with these assignments and is told to move on. It's not acceptable to me. It should also be noted that while I understand this to be the case, I also understand that this same class is spending the final week plus of the school year watching Harry Potter, okay? That's what they're doing in class. What a serious misuse of the valuable limited time our students have in the classroom. I wanted to make you all aware of this. Quite simply, it needs to change. A simple policy about returning work to students and parents would easily clarify things. I almost want to go so far as to say it's a parent's right if I want to see my child's work. That's my right to see their work. Who is anyone to tell me I can't see my child's work unless I make an appointment to come in? I implore you all to address this. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Weiner. I know you reached out, and after 3 o'clock, I'll give you a phone call because that's your schedule, and we'll go over it. But we definitely have expectations that assignments are shared, but we do have some assignments across the board, whether they're benchmark assignments, midterms, finals, that we do keep, records and things for. So I'll follow up with you to get some details, and I'm pretty sure the assignment you're referring to, and we can do a better job communicating which ones those are, so you're not necessarily expecting certain work to come home and things like that. But I'm pretty sure that this was a benchmark assignment, which multi-day piece, and we're looking for student independent work. We do scaffold assignments, we send them home. We do work that is done at home. You definitely, I know you're very active supporting your children.
I'm also a language arts teacher.
Correct.
So you all know that. That's why I wanted it, because I'm a teacher myself. So if anybody's going to help my kid, I want it to be me.
Yep.
So
And I know that
appreciate
very
it.
well.
Listen,
Yep.
I'm just going to say, whether it's a benchmark assignment or not, if it's not a state test, it should be able to come home. If you guys have concerns about the work being given out or repeated or something like that, copied, then tell the teachers to switch it up. Tell them to switch it up. It's that easy. That's it. I mean, I just feel like I have the right to review my child's work. That's it. That's all I
Yep.
want to say.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else wishing to speak this